See if YouTube comes on the stream. I just got to make sure everything is on the stream. Make sure I'm on. Okay, everything's on. Okay. See, everybody's on. Okay, let's see if this Facebook is on. Let's make sure Facebook's on too. Facebook is on. Make sure we're all on the stream today. So we'll edit the privacy and we'll go this one and we'll set it up. Okay. Good morning. Welcome to the Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer show for Wednesday, June 19th. We're going to be going over today's headlines. So I'm waiting for everybody to come on the stream. So we'll just hopefully we have everybody on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope. I know we have a little situation with the YouTube chat room. Hopefully you can come in as if you come into the video. So hopefully y'all can I'll see your chat and stuff like that. They're fixing it right now. They're aware of the situation. So let's go ahead and go over some headlines and see if we're in. All right, let's go ahead and switch this over. Okay, let's begin on local headlines at NOLA.com. Switch this over. Okay, NOLA.com is a website we always use for the local sports, local news, whatever, etc. So let's begin. Talk about LSU lands top guard in the 2020 class. Will Wade is already back at work recruiting. So Will Wade still putting the finishing touches on the 2019 class. He's also has 2020 class. The guy Walker point guard Jalen Cook, so he's going to be coming to LSU. So I think that's very good for the LSU basketball team. So he stay in town because look, I think he went to Walker High School in Baton Rouge. So I think it's very imperative that he stays in town in the state. So he's a 6 foot 180 guard. He is ranked 114th out of the overall prospects in 24/7. Also, he was 22nd in the point guards nationally in the state of Louisiana. So that's pretty good right there. I'm very impressed with this young man. So see if we keep the stream on. Waiting on the old Adobe, so Adobe's are on, so Adobe should be on. You should be able to hear me in clear sound. So I think this is good. What they're doing with Jalen Cook. So I'm glad he's coming to LSU. So that's my take on it for today. You can reach. Let's see. Amy Just, you can reach her at ajust@nola.com. That's NOLA.com. So that stands for New Orleans. Let's go ahead and switch this over. Okay, next one is NBA draft. That will be tomorrow night. NBA draft similar to bringing certain and uncertainty to the New Orleans Pelicans. I'm pretty sure it will bring hopefully a positive future for this team. So I'm thinking it's going to work out if we do be very aggressive in this draft. That's why I keep saying over and over and over that we have to be very aggressive in this draft because look, even if you do a trade, I think that will help us. If we trade up from the fourth pick to maybe the third pick or whatever, and also the last three picks, we need to trade up or get somebody that or get somebody that's going to be productive for this team. So, so if we do get Zion Williamson in the first round, and indeed, hopefully we do, we need to go after more talent because this is a building block right here for the New Orleans Pelicans. This is an absolute building block. Since Anthony Davis is gone, we have to start all over again, rebuild. So that would I mean, sure, that may take maybe 3 to 4 years or whatever, but whatever it takes. Look, um, look. I mean, I know the Pelicans fans are not going to be very patient with that, and I understand. That's understandable. But we have to build for the future, folks. I mean, there's no escaping it. We have to build for the future. So that's my take on it. What's yours on the New Orleans Pelicans draft? Um, Tomorrow night on ESPN. What is your take? What's your expectations for the New Orleans Pelicans as we go into the draft? Who you want to be picked in the fourth pick and most likely the last three picks? You can give me your take right now by going to commenting on YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, and Twitch via the Restream chat room. So I'll see your chat and stuff like that. So you can just give me your take on it. So that's my this is from Andrew Lopez. You can reach him at Andrew_Lopez at NOLA.com. That's NOLA. That's NewOrleans.com. So let's go ahead and go over some more stuff here on today's show. I think I went over all this. So let's go to the ESPN headlines. Flip it over to ESPN. So breaking news. Let's go ahead and talk about breaking news. Okay, Mike Conley will be traded. Let's go ahead and give you this breaking news report. Okay, Mike Conley sent to the Jazz for 3 players and a pick. So that's just came out at 11:41, and just about 7 minutes ago, or maybe 6.5. So he is going to be traded over to Utah for Grayson Allen, Kyle Korver, and also Jerry Crowder, and also a 23rd pick in Thursday's draft. So he's going over to Utah. So he's going to be playing for the Jazz now. He has 12 seasons. He also has 21 points a game, 6.4 assists, and also 3.4 rebounds this past season. Also, he finished his career in Memphis with 11,733 points, also 4,509 assists, also 3-pointers 1,086, and also games played 788 games for the Memphis Grizzlies. So that's his resume. He is signed through 2020 to 2021 season. Also, his base salary is at 32 million, so 32 million, and also 34 million for the next 2 seasons. That's according to the Sports Track. That's on sportstrack.com. You can go there and do your research on all the draft players and stuff like that. So, how you doing, Velda Snyder? What's up? How you doing? Good meeting last night. Y'all had a pretty good. I know y'all had a little connection issues. John Brittabo. I'm sorry to, not to be up in there last night. So I have it on. All right. This is from Adrian Wanowski. You can reach him at ESPN.com. That's ESPN.com. See if I grab the video. Okay, let's see what else we need to talk about today on this show. We already talked about the breaking news with Mike Conley. Okay, let's talk about the Lakers. Okay, Lakers hustle to create a max salary slot, so that's going to happen with Anthony Davis going there to the Lakers. So their complicity is $32 million salary cap space. So um, the free agent moratorium ends on July 6th, so that's next month. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna go after some more talent. I know they're going after Kemba Walker right after Anthony Davis did got traded over to the Lakers. So I'm pretty sure they're going to be going after some more talent. So that's one thing about it. If Davis doesn't waive his $4.1 million trading bonus, the Laker Pelican trade wouldn't be allowed even if LA found a third team. So it would not happen. So if he doesn't waive his $4.1 million trading bonus, it's going to probably be null and void. So um, there's a lot of things that's going to happen during the this trade deadline season. So um, this is from ESPN. So that's from Adrian Wojnarowski and Bobby Marks. You can reach him at both of them at ESPN. Device in there. Okay, agents. Let's talk about agents. Bucks. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the Milwaukee Bucks. Okay, agent Milwaukee Bucks Middleton declines a $13 million option, so he's gonna decline. That's Chris Middleton. So he's gonna become an unrestricted free agent during the trade deadline. That's gonna start on the 30th and on the on July 6th. So I think that's gonna be very interesting to say. He also has 18.3 points a game, 6 rebounds, 4 assists last season. He also shot a career 39% from three-point range. So somebody's going to be looking for a three-point shooter. Whatever team he goes to, Chris Middleton. So they're going to be looking for a good three-point shooter. So that's once again from Adrian Wojnarowski. Just came out about let's say it's 11:52 right now. I'd say maybe about close to 10 minutes. Came out. Okay. Let's see. Al Horford. Let's talk about Al Horford. We already talked about him. Okay. Sources. The Knicks reject the. Let's see what this is. Sources. Knicks reject the Hawks for the third round pick. So that's going to be a third pick. So that's good. I think they're doing that because look, they're going to rebuild their team. They're going to build their team up. If they get R.J. Barrett or Darius Garland, I'm pretty sure they're going to build up because they got Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson, he was picked in the 36th pick overall last year, and also they got Kevin Knox. So I'm pretty sure they're going to be going aggressive in this draft. So in the NBA draft. So that's one thing about it. So also Minnesota, Boston, Chicago, or three more teams are looking for a positive number 4 pick. So Garland might be one of their picks in the draft. So we'll see what happens tomorrow night as the draft starts. Okay, let's switch this over. Okay, all right. Let's see. Spain coach. Let's talk about the Spain coach. Okay, Luis um, Enquiguez. I'm trying to say his name. He's out of Spain. He quits for personal reasons. So the soccer coach for Spain Luis Equa. I'm trying to say if I got his name right, Equa. He's going to be, like I said, stepping down. He's 49 years old. He's on leave of absence since um, March 26th, so he's going to probably be gone. They're going to have to probably look for another soccer coach up in Spain. So that's from Andrea Andrea Garcia. You can reach her at ESPN. Okay. Okay, the ex running back, he hates me. The one that was famous for that um, jersey that he was in the XFL a couple of years ago. He said he hates me. That's his name, Rob Stewart. That's what he went by. He hates me. Um, Stewart had one season with the Eagles. He also had four with the Panthers, and also had that nickname in the XFL when the XFL started back in '01. So he is found safe. Um, that was from the Lancaster Sheriff's Office in South Carolina. Earlier Tuesday, police have put out a missing person advisory for Smart. Um, so, and that was in Indian Land, South Carolina. Police noted the advisory. Um, that was unusual for him. Out of touch for a long time. Smart's family worried about him and his well-being. So that's the guy that was in the XFL. Had that nickname. He hates me. That was synonymous right there. So hopefully, look, um, he was found safe. So that's from ESPN. 7:25 came out this morning. Um, so let's go ahead and see what else we need to begin to talk about here. Okay, we're at 17 and a half minutes into the shows. Okay, we're watching the okay, I got everything set. So okay, I want to talk about let's talk about this young lady. She got to meet Gary Woodland, the golfer. Let's go ahead and talk about her. 1 second, waiting on the thing to come up. Okay, amazing. Amy meets Gary Woodland. Her fan. That's one of so she is a Special Olympic golfer. Plays on one of those teams. She did get to meet him. So, and she also has developmental disabilities, which is Down syndrome. So that's one thing. They showing the young lady right here. But by now, more than $9.6 million watch. 9.6 million people, excuse me, have watched what happened. The young lady who has Down syndrome. My name is Amy Brossetti. I'm trying to say her name is BOCKKERSTETTE. That's the young lady that did meet Gary Woodland. So that's very nice of the golfer to do. How you doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? Have you heard about the Pelicans landing the fourth pick? No, I didn't. I didn't hear that. Could you fill me in on that? Brian Champagne, could you fill me in on that? I'm watching it right now on the screen. I know it won't come up on the screen because of the. Just let me know. Let me see if you up on the Facebook thing. No, I have to watch it from there. So yeah, I think it's going to be good if we get the fourth pick. I mean, if we get that fourth pick, look, if we get R.J. Barrett or one of those guys, look, they're going to have to be come in and make a positive impact. So yeah, I think it would be good if we get Barrett or get one of those guys because Mike Conley got traded to the um, Utah Jazz, so that's going to be also um, the Knicks will be looking for that pick as well. The Knicks as well. So if you get R.J. Barrett, if you get Darius Garland or one of those guys, look, I'm pretty sure they'll make an impact. So thanks for letting me know, Brian Champagne. So this is from let's get back to what we was talking about here. This young lady, she got to meet her favorite golfer, so that's nice of him what he done for a person with a developmental disability because that's look she does play on a golf team for the Special Olympics, so um, college golf. This is the young lady right here we're showing you. Okay, yep, Grizzlies. Yep, they did trade Mike Conley. Yep, I just read the article in just a few minutes ago. So, thank you for letting me know. So, this is the young lady. She wants to play. She was Amy's high school golf career. Um, Brother Seth's house was into a funk, so I'm pretty sure. Look, this is her right here with the young ladies that was on a golf team. So I mean, lesson learned. So everybody, so I'm watching you right now. Okay, this is from ESPN. I will post this to the Facebook Comics timeline. So let me go ahead and give you a second to post this to the timeline. Let me set this up. So I will be back with y'all in just a second. Let me post this on the timeline so everybody can read it and everybody can comment it on the timeline. So it will be on the timeline. So everything is getting ready to set. So I'm setting it up. So it's on the timeline. So this about this young lady talking meeting a golfer, Gary Woodland. So that's my take on it. So let me switch this over. Switch this over again. Okay, let's go ahead and see what else we need to talk about here on ESPN today on the ESPN website. Okay, let's give you an update on college baseball going on in Omaha. Let's go ahead and give you that update. 1 second. Let me switch this computer around. Okay, it is 4-1 Louisville on top of Auburn, so it's 4-1 Louisville, bottom of the seventh now. 4-1. That's in the bottom of the seventh inning. Auburn's batting. Let's go ahead and give you a score recap. Louisville did score one in the let's see, one at the top of the first. Auburn scored in the bottom of the second. Also in the top of the fourth inning, Louisville did score 3 runs, and bottom of the seventh is now 4-2. Let's see. They did score that 1 run in the bottom of the seventh, Auburn. So that is the update on that. The other game will be going on later, which will be Vanderbilt and Mississippi State. That's an SEC matchup, so that's going to be later on. So, how you doing? Sweating. All right, let's go ahead and switch this over. It's hot out there. Okay. Okay, let's give you an update on the MLB going on. Let's go ahead and give you an update there. 1 second. Get this switched over. Got to give you an update on that. Okay, MLB scores at 11:12:04 Central Time. We're waiting on it to come up on the on the screen. So okay, it is a rain delay between the Reds and the Astros. Also, the Yankees will take on the in just a few minutes, so they'll be playing in just a few minutes. Also, the Washington Nationals will take on the Phillies. Right now, it's no score. Also at 2:37 Central Time, and I think it's going to be maybe 1 o'clock over there in um, California. Oakland will take on Baltimore. Also, 2:40 Central Time. Also will be San Diego and um, Milwaukee. The Mariners will take on the Royals. That'll be at 5:40. Also, the second game of the this is a doubleheader for the Nationals and Phillies, so it will be at 6:05 tonight. Also, Pittsburgh will take on Detroit. Also, Toronto will take on the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. That will be 6:07 up in Toronto. Up in Atlanta, it will be Atlanta taking on the Mets. Also, the White Sox taking on the Cubs. That's crosstown rivalries. Also, it is going to be Texas taking on the Cleveland Indians. Also, it's going to be the Red Sox taking on the Minnesota Twins. Also, it is going to be St. Louis taking on Miami. Also, Arizona and Colorado. Excuse me. I'm saying Colorado. I'm getting. All right. Also, it is the Dodgers taking on the Giants. That'll be at 9 o'clock, straight up 9 o'clock in the evens. So that's going to be it right there. Let's go ahead and see what else we need to talk about. Let's go to the SB Nation website. Okay, let's talk about tell us your name, and we'll give you a personal scouting report. This is a NBA draft. Tell us your name. This is what they're talking about, and we'll give you a scouting report. Okay, this is what they're talking about. Tell us your name, and we'll give you a personal scouting report. This is the NBA generator. This is from SBNation.com. So if you want to give your name and stuff like that, just go to SB Nation, and they'll give you a personal scouting report on these players that's going to be in the draft tomorrow. So, okay, that's everybody's in there. I'm trying to see if anybody's on the YouTube. No. Okay, let's go ahead and go to SB Nation. Back down. Switch this over. Use them up. Just click them up. Alright, let's see. They said the Celtics will be fine. Oh, yeah, I think they will be. The Celtics will be fine. This is from SB Nation. Let's read this article. Okay, the Celtics will be fine, building around Jason Tatum and Jereen Brown. Could be worse. I mean, look, they're going to build up. I mean, that's one thing. They're going to build up. Look, they're a veteran team. They're going to build up. Look, if they lose Kyrie Irving to a trade or something like that, they can build up with Jason Tatum and Brown. So I know a lot of people is going to be very upset about that, about Kyrie Irving going to another team. But look, they got to build up. They got to build their team. Jereen Brown and also Jason Tatum, they're both young guys right there. One's 22, one's 21. So that's going to be the future right there. I mean, if they can build up this team to a championship level again, which I'm pretty sure they will not fall off the map at any time. They won't fall off the map. So that's my take. What is yours? If you're a Boston Celtics fan, and if you're concerned about Kyrie Irving leaving, you can give me your take. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. If you think they're going to build by that by those two guys, you can give me your take. So, all right. So this is from SBNation.com. Go to SB Nation. You can read all the stories that we look at every day on here on this show. All right, 31 and a half minutes. Okay, let's look at. Okay, final NBA draft after Zion Williamson and Jamont. Things will get very interesting. I think they will, because whoever picks them, whether it's Jamont from J, Jay Moran and Zion Williamson. So that's going to be an interesting bunch right there. It's going to be playing for a team. So whoever picks Jamont, the young guy from Murray State, whoever picks him is going to be the recipient of him. So this is the number one pick. Zion Williamson will be picked by the New Orleans Pelicans. Jay Morant, Jamont, I'm trying to say his name. Jay Morant from Murray State. So Jay Morant from Murray State. So he most likely will be picked by the Memphis Grizzlies. So that's going to be the key right there. If you get Jay Morant, because I'm going to tell you, look, they're going to have to rebuild. The Memphis Grizzlies are going to have to rebuild around these players. Because, look, after that, they did trade Mike Conley, so they're going to have to rebuild. All right, next one. R.J. Barrett. I think this right here, this R.J. Barrett, I think he's going to play with Mitchell. I think he's going to play with Mitchell with the Knicks. So I think they're going to be two of the best players on the Knicks team. So they got Kevin Knox. They got rid of Porzingis from New York. So now we picked Jared Clovis. Jared Clover. Look, I think this will be a very good pick right here, Jared Clovis. He is from Texas Tech, so I think it's just going to be a good pick right here. Not, I mean, because he is a most versatile player. We need some versatile players on this team. That's going to be very productive. So I would say Jared Clovis and also Zion Williamson. So we're gonna have to build. Now Cam Reddish from Duke, he will be with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Look, they're gonna have to rebuild because after LeBron James left, they was left with in disarray. So they're gonna have to rebuild. So if they're going to be another championship team in the near future, they're going to have to go get those quality players. Also, Phoenix. Now, Phoenix, I'm going to say Phoenix is going to have to once again tear everything down and start from scratch. Because, look, they haven't been irrelevant since the Kevin Nash days, Steve Nash days, the Steve Nash days. So I think this is going to be one of their picks right here, and Cody White. So now Darius Garland. Now that will most likely help the Bulls right there. Darius Garland from Vanderbilt. So I'm pretty sure. Now the eighth pick will be DeAndre Hunter from Virginia. So that's going to be another one. Also, Jackson Hayes from Texas. He goes to the Washington Wizards. So also CQ Doma Bolidi. Trying to say his name. It's a hard name to pronounce. He's from France, I think he is. Also, Brandon Clark from Gonzaga. So Minnesota would pick that player, Brandon Clark from Gonzaga. So also Raj, that's RUI HACHIMUA. He's going to probably be picked by Charlotte. Michael Jordan is going to probably go after him because he's from Gonzaga. He's a Japanese star, so I'm pretty sure that's going to be hopefully that's not going to be a bust for the Hornets. Now PJ Washington from Kentucky. PJ Washington. So Miami Heat. So I'm pretty sure he has canned 33 triples. Also, he shot 42% from deep. So he's a pretty good shooter right there. 42% from deep from the three-point range. Now, Gog Bizea is ADZE. He's from Georgia. He most likely will be picked from Boston. So that's going to be the young talent right there. It's going to come from Georgia to Boston. Now, Romeo Langford from Indiana. Romeo Langford from Indiana. He also only shot 27% from three-point range, so he's going to have to improve his shooting. Now, Nassar Little, that's from North Carolina, Orlando Magic. He'll most likely be playing with Melvin Frazier, who was picked last year, 35th overall in the draft. Now, this guy, Boo Boo, is BOLBOL, Boo Boo, from Oregon. So Atlanta Hawks most likely will take him 17th overall. Also, Tyler Hero will be 18th pick overall in the for the Indiana Pacers. Now, San Antonio will take Kendon Johnson. That will be 19th. Kevin Porter Jr. They're gonna be taking that guy. He's from USC. That's 20th pick. Nickel Alexander Walker from Virginia Tech. He's a guard, so he's a 6'5" guard. So scouts wonder his ability creates off the dribbles. That's what they're talking about, the scouts. So also Taron Horton Tucker from Iowa State will be picked by the Boston Celtics. So they're going to get some good players, Boston, without a shadow of a doubt, in that first round. Now, Nicole Clarkston from Georgia. He will be picked by Utah. I'm pretty sure Utah is going to have a very good picks at the end of the night. Now, Philadelphia. Cam Johnson. I'm pretty sure Ben Simmons, if they pick Cam Johnson, Ben Simmons most likely will not have a job. He'll be gone. I'm pretty sure of it because he shot work the flying fuck. He didn't shoot well. Like that guy on Brodus, the guy, you can follow him on YouTube. He said about Ben Simmons, he didn't shoot worth the damn over there at Philadelphia. Now Grant Williams, from the Portland Trailblazers, most likely. They'll have some good talent right there. I mean, to bear. Now, the next guy is Madoop Ken Gable. I'm trying to say his name. It's a tricky names now. Also from Florida State, will most likely be picked by Cleveland. So Cleveland's going to have to rebuild with these young players that they're going to get out of this draft, without a shadow of a doubt. Now, Matisse Billy, I'm trying to say his name. Brooklyn's going to pick him up. Now, next guy is 28 pick overall by Golden State will be Chimmy Okeke. He's from Auburn. Chimmy Okeke. So he'd be 28 pick. So I'm pretty sure if they pick that guy, somebody's going to have to lose their roster spot, because they're going to be picking some talent that's going to come off the bench and be a productive player off the bench. So now Darius Bazali, he's from let's see, he is from, trying to look at it, I'm trying to see he's a high school player. So this is a young high school player. I'm pretty sure this young man will make it on this team. Because look, Mitchell Robinson, I'm going to say Mitchell Robinson's name again and again and again in this broadcast, because look, he was picked out of high school. Mitchell Robinson, 36 overall. Anybody can be picked between 28th and 36. So, so that's my take on it right there. Carson Edwards from Purdue. He's also going to be, let's see his numbers. He had 24 points. He also had poor efficiency, shooting 39% from the floor, so he wasn't a good shooter. So they're going to have to get, so if you're shooting 39%, you're not shooting well. That's poor efficiency like there. Can't shoot 39% and expect to have a job. So you got to be a lot better than that. So this is from SB Nation. This is SBNation.com. SB Nation. See if anybody came in now. Nobody. Waiting on the video. Waiting on the thing to come up. Okay, let's see. Cincinnati Bengals. Let's talk about the Cincinnati Bengals. Let's talk about them. All right, Cincinnati Bengals 7 playoff loss under Marvin Lewis. Ranks how soul crushing that was. So this what they're talking about. They they went 0 for 7 in the playoffs. That's one thing they got to get better on. If they're going to make the playoffs, if they're going to be a legitimate Super Bowl contender, in the future, they have to improve on that. That 0 7 record is not nothing to ride home about. To be honest with you, because Marvin Lewis, I'm gonna tell you, look, he's lucky that he has a job. He's lucky, because I'm gonna tell you, Cincinnati, they're just gonna fire him and go another direction and get somebody that's gonna get this team back to the playoffs. They haven't won a playoff game since 1991. That's over 25 years ago, folks. 25 years ago. They did lose to they did beat the Houston Oilers in the wild card round. So that was this is from Jay Morrison, the with the Blues winning the Stanley Cup last night. So, that's they move into fourth place as the oldest franchise without a title. The Texas Rangers back in 1961. Also, the Minnesota Vikings in 61 as well. The Atlanta Falcons in 65, so they came out in 65, and also the Bengals in 68. They came out in 1968. Um, um, January 4th, 2015. Alan Vinatieri, the kicker for the um, Bengals, kicked them into the playoffs, so they got them. That was after the that was in 2015. So the coach was held to 254 yards of So this was back in 2014. They didn't need Philip Rivers to blow out the Bengals, so that was one of their last playoff appearances. Also, January 5th, 2013. That's a little over 5 years ago. Cincinnati wastes good defensive performance against Houston. They lost that game 19-13. So that's a recent history with the Cincinnati Bengals. Also, 2006, Carson Palmer tore his ACL. So their first playoff game in 15 years. So that's one of the T.J. Yates. This was in 2012. They lost to T.J. Yates. Also, the meltdown against Pittsburgh. That was on let's see, June 9th of 2016. So that's a very pissy history right there for the Cincinnati Bengals. So that's one thing. Look, they're going to have to build up and get back to the playoffs because, look, Cincinnati fans are going to be very impatient. That's one thing they're going to be very impatient and not give them an inch. So that's my take on it. What's yours? If you're a Cincinnati Bengals fan and you're not proud of his history, you can give me your take via YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, and Twitch. We'll entertain your comments. So if you want to come in and talk about it, I know it's a painful past that that Cincinnati had. So that's from SB Nation. Okay, that's let's see. We're at 48 minutes now under the okay, let's see. Okay, the Utah Jazz's opportunity is wide open, so their window of opportunity just opened up with this Mike Conley trade. So I think this is good. Utah, the Utah football team, not sorry about that. Utah college football. They want to win the Pac-12 title, so I'm pretty sure if they win the Pac-12 title, they're going to have a very they're going to have a very this is Bill Conley college football team preview. This is the 130 teams that he previews on SB Nation. So Utah Utes. Last season they went 9-5. They finished 17th in the rankings. Also, the projected rankings is 9-3. The 5 key points in their game after winning their first South title, Utah returns more production in the South title. Also, next one is you could forgive the Utah fans for dreaming bigger. So that's that's a lot of information. Also, new offensive coordinator Andrew Ludwig inherits a veteran quarterback at Todd Hurley. So this is going to be a very interesting season for the Utah um, for Utah. Also, and also a bruising running back in Zach Morris. Also, let's see. Next one is defense has a couple of key linebackers to replace, so they're going to have to replace them. Now, um, Utah is projected in favorite in 11 out of 12 games at USC in September, and also the division race. So that will be in mid-October. So that's going to be the thing right there. This is their S&P. We're showing you their S&P. Um, Utah projected to win 6.4 projected in conference and 8.9 overall. Also, USC is projected 5.0 and 6.5. Also, Arizona State is projected to win 4 and 6. That's in the conference, and also 6.7, and also games. Also, Arizona is projected to be 4 and 0 and 6 and 2. Looks like that it's going to most likely happen. Arizona. Also, UCLA is 3 and 9, so they're not going to have a good season. Also, Colorado is picked to finish with 2 wins, and also 4 and 8, so they're going to have a pretty um, bad season. So that's one thing about it. That's in college football. Now, let's go ahead and look at the offensive radar efficiency. This is what we're showing you. Their successful rate. This is what we're showing you on the. This is a graphic right here. We're showing you on the screen. So I'm pretty sure they projected to finish 9 and 3 this year in their S&Ps. So that's going to be the biggest thing that's going to happen for this Utah team. So now, this is 130. This is most of the 130 teams that's going to be previewed by Bill Conley. You can reach him at SB Nation _ Bill C. That's Bill C. That's Bill Conley. He's the guy that previews all the college football and stuff like that. So that's we'll go ahead and move along. Okay, let's see, let's see, give me 1 second. Alright, waiting on the thing to come up, so we should be up in a few seconds. Okay, why each NFC West team will go over or under in their Vegas in 2019 totals. So this is what they're talking about. This is from David Foncello. You can reach him at SB Nation. Let's go ahead and give you the ones that's going to go over. Most likely the Los Angeles Rams is 10.5. And turf show times. That's one of them right there in the NFC West. So why under performance declines, offensive line transition, and health issues. That's the next one. Now the Seattle Seahawks 8.5. So that's going to be 8.5. Why over Russell Wilson proven time and time again that he can carry the team. So that's going to be why over. Now why under? Turnovers this offseason hit the defense most significantly. So also the team traded away their dominant pass rusher and Frank Clark, and also Earl Thomas. So they're going to most likely probably go over or maybe under for their for the foreseeable futures. Now the San Francisco 49ers. The San Francisco 49ers will be 8-point favorites. Why over? Jimmy Garoppolo. He plays a full season. Hopefully he does. Um, and So it's going to probably go over. Now defense is a complete makeover. So it's going to be a makeover year for that defense. They led the front four led on turnovers, short field. So they're going to have some. That's going to be a complete makeover. It's not going to be a given right there for those for the 49ers to be going over the spread and stuff like that. So now why under? The pass rushing improves. The secondary doesn't step forward. So the secondary is going to have to step forward in this game if they're going to be a legitimate NFC West contender for the NFC West title. They're going to have to the secondary is going to have to step up big time for the San Francisco 49ers. So now the Arizona Cardinals, the Revenge of the Birds. That's going to be the Revenge of the Birds. The Cardinals are taking the huge risk or gambling on a air raid college coach. So that's going to be their downfall right there. So they're taking a huge risk when you have an air raid offense, because the thing is you have to have an effective running game, so the passing game could be effective as well. Now the former coach is a legend. His alma mater was Texas Tech, was fired because he couldn't win. Most successful coaches struggle in transition in the NFL. Also, adding in cornerback Patrick Peterson's absence as well. So they're going to be 5, and also they're going to go under over their limits. So that's things they're going to be doing in those in the 2019 NFL season. This is from SB Nation. You can reach SB Nation at sbnation.com. That's sbnation.com. See what else is in there. Alright, let's see. See what else we'll talk about in just a few seconds. Okay, let's see what else we need to talk about. We're at 58 and a half minutes into the show program. You hate to see it. Let's see what this is. This is from SB Nation. We're going to go ahead and play some more. Go ahead and run some more things up. Okay, you hate to see it. This is the article. You hate to see it. This is from Timezilla. You can reach him at Teamzilla at it just came out July today. You have that and more in the NBA newsletter. This is NBA newsletter. You hate to see it. Also, it talks about Kyrie Irving leaving for the Brooklyn Nets. So that's going to be the also the Trojan horse in the Barnes, Harrison Bourne out of the Barnes. So Harrison Bourne opted out of his $25 million deal with the Kings. So that's going to be not good. He's going to be on the free agency market. So that's probably going to I have a lot of free agents on the in the market as well. So that's one thing we're looking at right there on the screen. So also the next one is Ricky O'Donnell has a new mock NBA draft that's at the eve of the Derby. So he has a mock NBA draft. So that's what they be talking about. Okay, this is from let's see. Tom Ziller, you can reach him at Team Ziller at the sbnation.com. That's sbnation.com. So, um, so I think I covered everything today. Let's see if we got anything on Bleacher Report to cover before we leave for today. Okay. Okay, I'm looking at something. So I think we covered. I think we covered everything. Okay. Let's go ahead and close this out for today. Okay. Let's see. Switch this over. Okay. This concludes today's edition of the Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer show for Wednesday, June 19th. We will have the podcast later on this evening. We'll have more headlines and more sports updates and stuff like that with the podcast tonight. We'll have it live stream most likely later on. So we'll be back here again later with the podcast. So um, please join us. Thanks for Brian Champagne for joining us today on the Facebook side. We appreciate your participation and stuff like that. So thank y'all a bunch. So we didn't have nobody from YouTube participating, so that's highly fine with me. So we're not going to be concerned about that. So for the Facebook audience, please, thanks for participating. So like, share, and subscribe. Everything's directly on your screen. You can follow me on my fan page at Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer. Also, you can follow me on Instagram at Sports Talk Sports _ Talk 2505. Also, Sports Talk 78 on WordPress. Also, you can follow me at Redding.com. That's LSU /Tulane for Redding. Also, you can follow me on Tumblr, Sports Talk 78. That is going to be for Tumblr, and you can also always follow me on my Facebook fan personal page as well. That's facebook.com / Kerry.Wehmeyer.75. So that's always important. So if you want to give me a friend request or whatever, that's fine. So everybody have a good afternoon. And we'll be back later for the Sports Time New Orleans Sports Video Podcast.